Hi, my name's Elizabeth, and today I'm going to tell you how I knew I was pregnant before I even took the test. To give a little introduction, so my firstborn Izzy, he was about 14 months old at that time, and he kind of weaned himself at that point, so I did have my period, but it was kind of irregular. Like, I remember some cycles was like 45 days, so I've only had my period like 3-4 times before I got pregnant. I was quite confused, and that's why I was so surprised. I'm not sure if you watched my pregnancy reaction. I was suspicious by the time that I took the test, which was actually, by that time I was about 6 weeks pregnant. And I'm known for taking my pregnancy test so late, just because I kind of put it off. I don't know, I just get kind of scared of it. And so anyways, we're going to talk about the symptoms that I had really early on. Maybe you're in the 2-week wait. Maybe you're wondering if you might be pregnant, but it's not really time yet to take the pregnancy test. So maybe if you have some of these symptoms, which I'm going to tell you they are very, very strange symptoms. Maybe you have some of these symptoms, you want to find out if you're pregnant. Maybe you had a false negative on your pregnancy test, and you have that feeling, you know how you just have that feeling you're pregnant. But yeah, so I wrote them down so I don't forget any of it. So first symptom was really, really strange, which I never have. My left eye was twitching, just like this lower side of the lid. It kept twitching like this, very small, but it just get kind of annoying throughout the day. It would keep twitching quite a few times, and I thought it was very strange, only on the left side. And combined with my second symptom, which was really strange too, I never get this, was what's that called, that ringing sound? Tinnitus in your ear. So I only had it on the left side, and it would reoccur like 4, 5, 6 times throughout the day. It was really strange to me. So by this time, I'm getting kind of concerned, like, how come it's so strange, like my eye and my ear only on the left side of my body? So I just kind of blamed it like on the stress. I started my online school a couple weeks before that, so I was just kind of putting it off, like, oh, it's just probably just the stress, you know, looking at my computer, looking at my notes. But then more symptoms kept coming. It was lightheadedness and dizziness. Like, once I was done studying, I would get up and my vision would go black, and it would be like, have to take a break for a second and have to like just stand there, take a deep breath until like my whole vision comes back. It would go black for a little bit, kind of like, not like fainting, but I don't know, lightheadedness for sure. Now I know it's because of the increase in blood volume that you have right away after you get pregnant. Those were my first 3 symptoms. I thought they were really strange, really unusual, but I just kind of, you know, wrote it off as my symptoms from studying, kind of, because I'm not used to doing school. I've been out of high school since, like, how long have I been out of high school? 8 years. So yeah, I'm not used to that. Oh, I did feel those implantation cramps. I actually felt the baby like implanting itself in the uterus, you know, when the baby travels down the fallopian tube into the uterus and then implants itself in the uterine wall, which is so mind-blowing to me. Like, looking back, it's so crazy. I remember I was standing outside just letting my dogs out, watching them, and then I had this, like, it was like period cramps, so I was kind of confused, like, oh, maybe my period is coming, like, must be coming tomorrow or the next day. But my period never came, so yeah, that was that. It felt so strange. It was like cramps that lasted for a few minutes, and it was quite strong. My fifth symptom was just being so grossed out by smells. I remember we had this lavender dish soap, which actually smells good, and I was just so grossed out. Every time I had to do the dishes with that thing, oh, it was like the most awful thing in the world. And then same with my shampoo. It's like something that smells good, right? It was just, oh, I couldn't smell it. And then also same thing with preparing food, like any kind of meat. It was so gross. I could hardly do it, like especially cutting the raw meat, and then even when it's cooked. pulling it out of the oven, and then I couldn't do it, and I couldn't really eat it. Strangely enough, the eggs didn't gross me out. I wanted to eat lots of eggs. I wanted to eat different things. So that was another weird thing for you. Yeah, all in all, those were my symptoms. Maybe you're in the 2-week wait window. Maybe you've experienced some of these things. Not saying that this is gonna be your for sure sign you're pregnant. I'm always gonna advocate for taking the pregnancy test, which is what I did do, and that's gonna give you the most certainty for sure. But yeah, it can be weird. Being pregnant can be weird. Let me know what kind of symptoms you had, or if you've experienced the same kind of symptoms or something completely different. I'd love to know. See you in the next video. Bye!